How's it going, everybody? And welcome to the first episode of a new Let's Play series. Another game by Nihon Falcom. This is Ys, Memories of Celceta. Now, you might remember Celceta from when we played Ys 4, Mask of the Sun. This is a more modern remake of Ys 4, and it's the first Ys game we've played that uses the modern style of Ys games. This is a style that started with Ys 7, went on to this one, Ys Memories in Celceta, and most recently was in Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. So without further ado, let's start. We're going to go ahead and play on easy. I don't really feel the need to punish myself. Adol Kristen, an adventurer of great renown, whose exploits are widely discussed and hotly debated to this day. His enterprises are recorded in over 100 volumes of personal travelogue, which paint a vivid picture of the world and set the imaginations of those who read them ablaze. Indeed, a significant number of historians continue to believe that the Age of Discovery came about as a result of Adol's travelogues and the thirst for adventure their contents spur. However, readers have often found themselves wondering at what point Adol Kristen, born in a poor village high in the mountains, began referring to himself as an adventurer. Historians and scholars have proposed countless theories to address this, yet in truth the answer is recorded clearly in one particular volume of Adol's travelogues. The adventure I am about to recount took place 2 years after Adol left his homeland. 18 years of age, his curiosity at its peak. Where would his thirst for the unknown guide him next? And what wonders awaited him there? Let us look back on the events which occurred in the great forest of Celceta, and share in Adol's passion for adventure and discovery. Frontier city of Casnan. So this game initially saw release on the PlayStation Vita, which is where I played it, and has recently seen a PC release. A couple of miners are talking nearby. Hey, you heard the latest news? Seems they found another gold vein. Yeah, I heard the head miner went to check it out a while ago. Way I hear it, there are veins all the way into the great forest. Heh, this gold rush business really never lets up, does it? Still, are they seriously planning to start messing around in the forest? Don't even joke about that. Going near that place isn't worth all the money in the world. Can't spend it if you're dead, after all. Can't believe it's been 5 years since Celceta came under Roman control. And this city has never been more active. A happy accident. The Romans don't give a damn about us. Until they struck gold, they couldn't even be bothered servicing the roads around here. Well, I hear there's going to be a new governor general soon. for what it's worth. Who cares? Nothing's gonna change. They just come over here, put all their effort into lining their own pockets, and then as soon as the money runs dry, the cycle starts over. I suppose you're right, but wait, hang on. Looks like a Roman officer. A pretty hot one at that. I wish they'd at least end the war with Altago so I could do business in peace already. Couldn't agree more there. Feels like they're just dragging their feet at this point. Watching you, idiot! Look where you're going! Adol was completely exhausted. He couldn't even muster the energy to stand up. Huh. That all you got? Kids these days, I tell you, no backbone at all. Where am I? Who am I? And now the awesome intro sequence. Goodness, life is full of surprises. To think someone would wind up collapsed in a heap in the middle of a bustling city like this. Thank you for helping me. Well, fortunately, I think I have a few spare rooms right now. I should be able to give you somewhere to rest at least. So take it easy for a while. It was a nasty spill, and I'd hate to see it happen again.
Adol? Is that you, Adol? There you are. I finally found you.
It's me, your old pal Duren.
I thought I told you to let me know if you managed to make it back alive.
Why they didn't voice that one line, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, that's really not funny. It's you, Adol. Adol Christian. Never mind that.
You did it.
I can't believe you came back alive from the great forest of Celceta, of all places. They say when you set foot in there, you lose all sense of direction and never come out again. Supposedly lots of gold in those woods, but Hispani and Ram both keep their distance, so there's no map to be found. I tried to stop you, man, and once you stepped out of the gate, I thought you were a goner for sure, like all the others. But here you are, proving me wrong. You're my favorite source of money. I mean, my dearest friend.
All right.
Now, straight to business. No offense intended if I cut to the chase, but I am an information dealer after all. I want all the intel you've got about the forest, and don't you dare skimp on the details. Tell him the truth. Adol confessed to Duran that he'd lost all his memories. What? Come again? You've got to be kidding me. So you don't even remember who I am? Or who you are, for that matter?
Oh, boy.
What the hell happened to you in there? Actually, forget I asked. In fact, forget we ever had this conversation at all. My instincts are telling me you got yourself into some big trouble in that forest, and I want no part of it. Sorry, man, don't take it personally. I just know a bad deal when I hear one. Hey, what's wrong? We've got a problem! The mine! There are monsters in the mine! What? So monsters just showed up in that newly dug tunnel? It does lead to some old ruin. No surprise there'd be monsters in a place like that. Either way, times like these are what we have the Roman army for, right? Oh, yeah! Leo. Where's Commander Leo? He's not here right now. It seems he's out doing some sort of military training exercise. Even worse, the soldiers that are still here are just panicking. They have no idea what to do. Seriously? Man, they really are useless. Finally get a chance to do something useful for once, and they just freak out. Are there any miners who didn't get out in time? I don't know. It was every man for himself in there, so nobody really paid much attention. Can't blame them for that, I guess. Anyway, we can't just sit around. Let's get to the mine. Right!
No way.
Sounds like there's a whole lot of trouble down at the old mine. Adol, I'm gonna go take a look. See ya. Things like this have been known to happen on occasion during mining excavations. I just hope no one gets injured. Don't worry, I'll keep a spot reserved for you to rest. Though it looks like I'm going to have to get ready to accept some injured people in here as well. Sorry, but can you wait until I've finished setting things up? Normally, the inn would be getting quite lively about this time of day because all of the miners would be coming back from work. I sure hope they're all okay. It's kind of curious. What are these PC options? Resolution, window mode. Ah, nice. Yay, Somersault Brigade! What is taking so long? Hurry it up! Get the injured out of there! Yes, ma'am! The safety of the miners is our highest priority. Make certain all of them are accounted for. Understood. Huh? Who's that now? That's Governor General Griselda. She just got here recently. Seems Commander Leo's away on business today, so she was assigned here in his place. I'm a little disappointed, to be honest. I came all this way to the mine so I could see the Romans screw up, not do their jobs. Heh, guess you can't win them all. Are you the last? No. The head miner and a few others got trapped in the room the monsters came out of. Please, please help them. Counting the head miner, how many are left? 3, I think. Understood. You may rest now. We will see to it that the others are rescued. You two! There are miners trapped inside who need our help. Make the necessary preparations and head in immediately. But we haven't received any orders from the commander yet. This is an emergency, and I'm in charge. Prioritize the safe rescue of the miners above all else. There's no need to eliminate the monsters inside. Hey, Sancho? Who's higher rank, the commander or the governor general? The governor general, of course, idiot. There's no time to waste. Move it. Yes, ma'am. The Governor General sure seems a hell of a lot more dependable than Commander Leo. Shame you can't say the same about those soldiers, but let's wait and see, I guess. Maybe she could whip them into shape. A strange orb of light suddenly began shining nearby, yet no one else seemed to be able to see it but Adol. He began to feel a light headache and hear voices echoing inside his head.
I couldn't believe my ears when I heard that you repelled one of Sis's knives with just your sword. She never misses.
I honor the skill and courage you have displayed by crossing the territory of the beasts.
Yeah, he might not look like much, but his skill with a sword is really something. You'll have to fight me one-on-one sometime.
Sword? Was I a swordsman? Adel felt an uncontrollable urge to get involved. It was simply too much to bear. He had to try to help resolve the situation. Casnia Mine. Now that's clearly a dead end for now. Several boulders are blocking the way. It seems the commotion caused a cave-in.
Hold on.
Whoa, hold up now. I step away from you for just a few minutes and find you wandering in here alone? Where do you think you're going? I heard a strange voice. You sure you weren't just hearing things? You obviously suffered a blow to the head if you wound up with amnesia. Adol explained to Duren what happened at the mine entrance. I think I get it now. You're one of those people, aren't you? Nothing I hate more in this whole wide world than you naive, meddlesome little do-gooders. You just have to try and solve everyone else's problems, and you drag others down with you while you're doing it. Well, I know better than to try and talk your kind out of these crazy stunts. But if you must go, at least take this. Acquired short sword. I don't want your corpse on my conscience. Can't believe you are seriously thinking of wandering in here barehanded. Come to think of it, if you've lost all your memories, does that mean you've forgotten how to fight too? I think I can manage. Fine! How come part of the way with you? Only part of the way, though. Got it? Thanks. Sure. Come on, let's get going. So you might notice I have an actual party member. And this is where the combat of East Modern comes interesting. This is a pretty old looking monument. What? What did you just do? I only touched it. Yeah, I guess that is all you did. Looks like it's been buried here for a long time. Oh well, let's just focus on getting out of here. No time to be worried about old statues. Yeah, these are monsters, all right. What are they doing this close to the entrance? How does it feel to hold a sword again, Adol? It's pretty natural. Oh, that's good to hear. Okay, try taking these monsters on by yourself to start with. They seem pretty weak, so they should make for a nice warm-up. Looks like your body remembers how to use a sword even if your brain doesn't. Awesome, you learned a skill in that fight too. Make sure you equip it before we move on though. You can only use skills when you've got them equipped.
Leave it to me.
All right.
These monsters aren't going to be as easy to deal with as the last lot. My strike attacks aren't too effective against soft-bodied creatures like these, but your sword slash attack should do the job nicely. On the other hand, those tough-looking ones over there might repel your sword, but my fists and kicks can smash them up good. In other words, we've both got enemies we're strong against and enemies we're weak against. You focus on monsters weak to slash attacks, and I'll focus on ones weak to strike attacks. Got it? Okay, let me... Right now, the controls are not exactly set the way I'd prefer them to be. So let me... Controls... Tab left, tab right, zoom in, zoom out. Attack, dodge. I want to make this switch. This R1. Okay, that's right. That's gonna have to set that here.
My turn. Leave it.
Okay, now I'm set up the way I want to be. Or not. Something's still not set right. Extra skill set to R1. Oh, there we go. That's right. It's set to L2 right now. I want this there. I can be here.
Mike, leave it to me.
Okay. Now I'm set the way I want to be. You starting to get the hang of fighting again? Oh, and just in case you need it, I'll give you one of these. Picked up honey potion. What is it? It's a healing item. Always good to keep a few on hand. If your health's low and you think you're in trouble, use one while you still can, or forever hold your peace. So basically, there's different damage types. There's slashing, there's striking, and eventually there's a third type called piercing, which will get people for that eventually. So generally you want to have a party that can cover all three damage types.
Hey, Bonza, you okay?
Sancho! I think my leg's broken!
Stop whining, or the commander's gonna yell at us when he gets back.
Go away! Shoo! Shoo!
We're here to help. Hansa, someone's come to help us. Help! I guess we can't just leave them. Out of all the monsters we fought so far, these look like the toughest. Just think of this as a chance to review everything you've learned. Give them all you got. I thought I was gonna die!
Come on now.
Come on, now you're just exaggerating. By the way, who are you two? Oh, just a passing information dealer and his amnesiac do-gooder companion. You two might not be any kind of match for what's in here. You'd do well to head back. Sancho, let's do that. I don't think I could go on. My leg still hurts. I knew I wasn't cut out to be a soldier.
Oh boy.
Suppose we might as well leave for now. He's not going to be any use like this. Take care of yourselves, you two. Bye! I love his leg's broken, but he's just walking out. The Celcetan army's technically part of Rom's armed forces, but it's made up more of locals than trained Romans. As you can see, morale isn't exactly high. That means it's our time to shine. Let's keep moving. Let's go ahead and get this map filled in.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Go level up for Duren. Damn! Looks like it's locked. Let's see. He's right. The gate is definitely locked up tight. Nope, it's not budging. Don't think there's any way to go deeper into the mine, though. Let's look for the key. Yeah, sounds like a plan. There's got to be a key somewhere nearby. Chest is locked tight. This too? Huh. Still, this is a much simpler lock than the one on the gate. No problem. Leave it to me. Duren can pick open locked chests, allowing you to obtain the item inside.
Leave it to me.
I've obtained the mine key. Looks like that did the trick. Right then, let's go get that gate open and see what's waiting for us behind it.
Leave it to me.
Obtained honey potion.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
Rhoda droplet. Let's save. Huh? This place feels a lot different from the rest of the mine. It's like some kind of old ruin. And we found our first boss. The Awakening Armored Beasts, Alvodos.
Hold on.
Is this the monster that started all the trouble? Watch out, Adol. If you don't want to die, you better hurry up and remember how to fight.
My turn. Here I go! Leave it to me.
Stun, let's wail on him some. So you can see his health meter at the top. And then there's also that blue meter. The blue meter is his stun meter. We max that out, he'll get stunned and fall to the ground, and we can wail on him with every attack being a critical hit to the wall. Needless to say, being the first boss, he's pretty straightforward. Phew, that was close. But man, I've got to say, you're pretty strong. You might have lost your memories, but I'm starting to see how you were able to make it out of that forest alive. No one's more surprised than I am. And yet you came wandering in here without a sword. Hopeless doesn't even begin to describe you. You two! I couldn't believe my eyes. You actually managed to take down that huge monster. I'm Wagner, the head miner. I'm glad you're okay. I can't thank you enough. You literally saved all our lives from certain doom. As long as that monster was there, we had nowhere to go. At least none of you are too worse for wear. Thank goodness for small favors, I guess. Absolutely. I'm eternally grateful that no one was hurt. Although there is something worth noting that occurred just in the next area. See, there's a strange statue there, and at one point it started to glow, and that seemed to calm the monsters a bit. It might have just been my imagination, but I could swear it actually happened. What kind of statue? What kind of statue? Well, it had wings on its back. Very distinct. You look like you want to see it even more now, Adol. If you're that interested, you should go take a look for yourself. We, on the other hand, should be leaving. I'm thinking everyone's quite worried about us by now. Sure thing. Take care of yourselves. So you're into these kinds of places, huh? Well, we're here anyway, so we might as well take a quick look around. Hey, what's that? Is that the statue Wagner was talking about? Adol was suddenly stricken with a violent, intense headache. Adol. Truly sorry. This way. Certain you return this false sanctuary. I have. Hey, Adol, you okay? Was it that voice you heard outside again? You don't look so good. I think it's about time we head out of here ourselves. Suddenly, a light appeared before the two, concealing a small winged object within it. Acquired silver wing.
Hold on.
Whoa, that sure wasn't here before. Where the hell did it come from? Sure looks old. I wonder what it was used for. Do you think this ruin has anything to do with the voice you heard? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I guess you wouldn't. Sorry. I know that when the miners dig up ruins, monsters sometimes show up, or other strange things start to happen. Seems like this is just another unsolved mining mystery for the history books. Well, I'm ready to go anytime. When you're done down here, let's head back to the surface. The silver wing is shining brightly. It appears to be reacting to something. Oh boy, what now? Is it resonating with that stone monument? Let's take a closer look. The silver wing can now be used to warp between stone monuments. What just happened? This is the entrance to the mine, isn't it? How'd we get here? Did that monument warp us here? So many weird things have happened today. It's making my head hurt. Come on, let's just get back to town already. What's going on here? Here they come! Here they come! Good job! We heard all about you from the head miner, kid. Thanks for helping my friends, big guy. Excellent work, gentlemen. So you are the red-haired youth noted in the report. My name is Griselda. I am the Governor General of Celceta. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Adol Christian. Adol, you say? Fine name. Fitting for one as brave yet approachable as yourself. I too would like to extend my deepest thanks for saving not only the miners, but some of our army's soldiers as well. There's more I wish to discuss with the two of you. But I'd prefer not to make this commotion any greater. Would you mind accompanying me to my office? General Government Building. Still, this is quite the coincidence. I recently heard of a mysterious island called Asteria in the east, long cloaked in violent, impenetrable winds. I also heard that it was freed from its storm wall by a young, red-haired man much like yourself. Now that you mention it, I heard something similar from a traveler in the bar myself a while back. But there's no way. Right? Regardless, I would like to extend my deepest thanks to you for all you've done here at all. And there's one other issue I would also like to discuss with you. Are you familiar with the great forest of Celceta to the northwest of here? Of course. Well then, that certainly simplifies matters. It is said that few who enter the great forest ever return alive. As such, even our army has been hesitant to explore its depths, leaving it mostly an uncharted wilderness. However, we recently received orders from Rom instructing us to find new gold deposits. We must make haste. I therefore have a formal request for you, Adol Christian. Would you consider undertaking the task of mapping the Great Forest on our behalf? Mapping it? Again, it is an uncharted wilderness. Few set foot within, and fewer return. Therefore, no map presently exists. You would begin a thorough expedition into the forest starting tomorrow, carefully mapping every mile. I cannot deny that it will be a dangerous task indeed, but you will be rewarded most generously for your efforts. Tomorrow we will be formally announcing the quest and presenting the first able to complete it with a large sum of gold. What kind of money are we talking about here? It will be awarded in installments based on percentage explored. In total, our budget is 30 million gold. Not bad at all. Numerous explorers and prospectors have already heard rumors of this and begun gathering here in Castan. If you are interested, I would like to hear your answer as soon as possible. Before sundown tomorrow, preferably. However, the hour is late, so please rest for the night. There's a room at the inn. I am hopeful you will think it over. Well, this seems about as good of a spot as any to wrap this episode up. One more scene here. Oh! You're the swordsman who took down the monster in the mine, aren't you? Damn straight. I thought so. How did I know, you ask? Because I'm a genius, of course.
I am the great Leo, commander of the Celcetan army and the finest swordsman around. Don't you start getting cocky just because you took down a little monster while I was away. If I'd been here, I would have defeated it in a tenth of the time. With such skill and grace, you would have been left speechless.
Can we punch him? That Commander Leo is probably the most infamous man in Kasnan. I'm sure you can see why.
Oh, boy.
Amazing how quickly you got involved with some of the strangest, most influential folks around. Exhausted, Adal and Duren made their way towards the bar. Wonder what's given my computer a heart attack all of a sudden. Okay, one of two things has happened. Either this is eating my disk space way worse than I thought, or my computer's freaking out for some reason. Let's at least get to a dialogue box here if we can. Oh, come on. Okay, I'll fix this. So what are you going to do about the Governor General's request? I'm going to accept it. Huh, really? That's surprising.
Adal.
Say Adal, I have a crazy idea. How about the two of us accept her offer together? As partners? Hey, I said it was a crazy idea. It does kind of feel like I've been dragged all over the place by you today, but I can't deny it's all been pretty exciting. I want the money. You want to get your memories back. And to get your memories back, you're going to need to go back into the Great Forest anyway, right? We make the map, sell it to the Romans, and I get some juicy info while we're at it. Everybody's happy. It's win-win. Sounds like a plan. Great, it's a deal. If we can both benefit, we might as well stick together. Safer than going into those woods alone, that's for sure. Adal and Duren decided to accept the challenge of mapping the Great Forest of Celceta. As it was late, however, they opted to rest up at the inn for their impending expedition. The next morning, they visited the Governor General to formally accept the mission, then immediately began preparing for the road ahead. Acquired map of Celceta. Now, I'm sure you're ready to explore, but let me first give you a rundown of the things you can do in Kasnan. First, quests. Here's how they work. You can accept quests whenever you want by checking the quest board in the inn. And every time you complete a quest, you'll get a reward from the client. You see that board over there? That's Kasnan's quest board. Let's go have a closer look at it. Okay, now that I'm in control, we will wrap this episode up here. I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Let's Play Ys Memories of Celceta. Next episode, we will continue forward on our quest, learn some more about the town, and begin our exploration of the Great Forest. Until next time, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, favorite, throw any feedback you may have in the comments below. I always look forward to hearing from you. We'll see you next time on another new episode of Let's Play Ys Memories of Celceta on Classic Gaming Replayed. Farewell.